In it, only got the nuts for straw as well.
He's not smiling anymore.
No, this is hard stuff for Howard.
He's flopping.
I know.
Oh, I can win with a jack.
If it's a king, you can win.
Give me a black jack or a king. Ah, dear me. Nice hand. I'm not out. Sit down.
You won.
You won.
Actually, I was wondering just to call it.
Now the plant needs some water and some fresh air.
That hurts. That hurts.
Oh,
But,
cheers, mate.
I mean, he was needling Bailey, so kind of deserved it.
It's funny how that happens, isn't it? Looking at the leaderboard now, Howard Plant, Kings cracked by Jez Bailey, and this table is big enough for the both of them. And with that, the blind's up now to 3 and 6,000. Howard Plant has 6 of his 16,000 in right now in the big blind, and he must be steaming right now, having those kings cracked. Would you say he's going to
15,000
call with a huge range of hands here?
Yeah, he's committed here.
Pass.
But he forgot about the
Pass.
first rule of poker. You needle the player after you won the pot, not before.
Yeah, you know about that.
Look at that face. That's a poker face.
Howard's actually not in bad shape right here. 10 jack of clubs. Not a horrible hand to be all in with against the ace queen. Trailing, but only slightly.
Yeah, it's got roughly some way above 40% chance.
Plant all in, needing help.
No help.
It's going to be one of them days.
It does look like it. Some days the bear gets
Yeah,
you.
I think that 50 quid. That 50,
bone.
that 50 quid I won in the green room was the unluckiest 50 quid I've ever won.
You really think Kalmar's gonna lose an all-in situation today?
Oh,
Wow.
But you got the hearts for...
It's made things more
Can I
interesting.
have a look at it first?
And ironically, it would make this even
I'm
more
gonna sit
painful
back
for
down. I know it's
Howard
not going to come out
if the heart, the queen, or the ace pops. And
well
tell you what, for the basis of an interesting game,
why just get everybody off?
kind of glad we're going to get to see more of Howard. He is providing a lot of the
Don't worry, you'll get him this hand. Thank you.
a lot of the excitement on this table. Howard Plant, long known by every gambler from Bournemouth to Blackpool.
They call me the magician because I can make money disappear. So when you play with me, you just be careful with your money.
Well, don't let his wit fool you. Plant can play, and he's got that fighting spirit.
Well, I come from a long line of fighters. My granddad was a wrestler, and my father was a boxer. My 2 brothers were trouble causers. I guess you can say I'm not the sort of person to be messed with. I did the Ultimate Fight Club and all that, you know, never lost a fight. But I thought poker was a much easier option. I've got so much money that if you fell off my wallet, you'd seriously hurt yourself. Like most poker players, you want to win. That's the goal, to win. It's not the actual physical amount of money, although the bigger the amount, the better. It's actually to win that turns you on. If you look at the whole of it, in life, you're going to encounter death, and death is probably the worst loss that anybody can have. I've had death in my family, and I can assure you losing at poker doesn't mean anything. I'm not taking any money with me. If I can spend it before I die, enjoying myself, having a good time, perhaps making other people happy, trust me, I've had a good life.
Well, it's been one-way traffic so far, but these guys can put the brakes on, Kalmar. Flip Smith & Wesson on, because it ain't gonna be over till he goes home.
No one to play with. There's always partypoker.com.
Welcome back to the partypoker.com European Open 3. No one is giving up their chips, and they're all determined to stay in the game. We go over to our commentary team.
No, you're 3.
Thanks, Roxanne. Still 5 on this table, and Jonathan Kalmar leading the way. But Tim Flanders also above par so far.
Been very good to me, these kings.
And it's been far and few between for David Smith.
Pass.
Around to Plant, who's found the
raise.
Cowboys.
Raise.
5, 10. Sally, stop counting your chips. I've got a fear that you might call me.
This is the third time tonight Howard Plant has had 2
I'm going to raise
kings.
11.
And
Raise.
he's
11,000 more,
11 more.
17 total.
22 total.
Yeah.
thinking for a while about how much to raise. He's decided to
Pass.
raise about half his stack.
Pass.
Just in a bid to get action. Will he get it?
The only way to
Listen,
get it is
listen.
from Bailey,
I'm not joking.
because they got this
Everybody will
thing
think I'm
going.
really good because I'm the best player on this table apart from Scally and Tim.
Tim and Dave.
And I see it left.
Of course I want you to call. It's no use you leaving me with this. I don't mind if you knock me out.
If you believe a word of that.
If,
No,
if
honestly,
there ever
my
was a
wife's
time to
waiting,
limp
she's
in
out
with 2
shopping.
kings, this would have
It's
been it.
cheaper for me to get
Yeah.
knocked out now and leave my wife in that shopping centre.
Tell me one of your
across the
cards
road.
and then I'll...
Hey?
Tell me one of your cards.
Am I allowed to do that? Get a ruling. I'll honestly
Pass.
tell him. The same. Oh, you'd easily beat this, honestly, God. I swear, you'd have no chance of me losing with them.
But this is actually quite good, because now he raises and he shows the hand, and now they
When these pass on,
see good hands, so he can raise with worse hands later on.
He does seem to have gotten his feet back under him, and his sense of humor anyway.
Yeah. And his voice
Hey, you're 3,000
was
address.
quite quiet when he didn't have any chips.
Keep finding those kings, but I don't know if you get one of them. That's what I'm...
Oops.
Oh, wow.
Call.
Oh, well, he's taking your advice
Yeah.
here, Ken. This and no one will put him on this type of hand right now.
Exactly.
Especially after showing the kings the last
I raise
hand.
with kings.
Pass. Pass.
Will Jez Bailey fall into this trap
Call.
here? No, he slipped it.
No raise.
I wonder if he's picked
This
up
is
straight.
interesting. The flop.
Oh, wow.
Just keep on slow playing here.
Howard's not going to bet in a million years. He's flopped
Check,
the nuts.
check.
3 queens.
All checked.
He's scared to even open his mouth. This is the quietest he's been all night.
But he can lose now with a jack
Check.
in the river.
Check.
Just check here, Howard.
It's very ominous all of a sudden how silent the table has gotten.
6,000.
That's, if you want to bet it, you want to bet the minimum,
Don't
so
we
he's
mate,
doing
give it
the
away.
correct thing.
Well, David Smith does have outs.
Bailey thinks
Bailey's
he's got
none,
outs.
Right.
Pass. Pass.
And
How can I win this comp?
that is a bit
Can I bet
gut-wrenching
3,000?
for him. Poor guy.
Can I bet 3?
You don't want to call her. You don't want to call her.
Ken, I will say, sometimes showing cards is good, but that time it's actually only giving reinforcement to Jez Bailey and David Smith to do the right thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? You don't want to make the other players feel good. But and poor Howard just feeling like everything's against him
Oh,
right
he's
now.
done still here, not the first out.
Well, he's not far off from...
Give somebody 2 pairs at least.
Although in the midst of everything, Howard Plant, even winning the blinds right now, provides short stacks with
Pass.
some measure of comfort. He's up to 50,000,
Pass.
and that's not terrible.
Pass.
You know, we said he was out before,
Call.
blind on blind. Howard says let him live.
Any raise?
No.
No raise.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Usually when a player sighs, it means he has a
Check.
huge hand. I think
Check.
in that case, Howard is really just frustrated in life.
6,000.
So, good bet here. Smith has shown absolutely no strength whatsoever, so just steal the pot.
Pass.
I really can't see David winning this. He needs to change gears.
Well, it does seem, Ken, that the table is lining up wrong for his style of game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
30. 35. 40. 45.
I have seen a lot of big pairs tonight. And look, here's another one.